brought with me a postcard. I got this several years ago. It was about 3 years ago from my wife, or from my daughter rather, from D.C. She was doing some work back there for her degree. It's a great card. But what I want you to look at is here on the corner. Do you know what's in the corner of the card? It's a stamp. I want to help you to understand what endurance looks like with this stamp. Have you ever thought about what a stamp goes through? Have you ever thought about that? You know, you just stick the stamp on an envelope or a postcard, you know, you stick it in the mailbox, and then you forget it, right? Have you ever sat down and thought about what a stamp goes through to arrive to where its destination is supposed to be? You know, you put the stamp on, you stick it out in your mailbox, the mailman comes by and he picks it up, he sticks it in his bag and he takes it to his local post office, and then from there it goes to a processing plant. And in the processing plant, it's stuck through a machine with all of these fingers and all of these rubber bands and all these rollers and all these clamps, and it's scanned to see what the size is, and then it's turned and it's twisted in every direction to put it in the right direction, and then it's stamped with a postmark on the side. You see that little postmark right there? You've seen those on your envelopes when you get them. And this way stamps it. And then they take it out of that and they put it through another machine so that they can scan it again. And when they're done scanning the address, then they put a little imprint on it, and this one doesn't have it, but down along the bottom usually there's an imprinted code. I mean, you've seen those codes. Yeah, they spray that on. And then from there, they put it on a plane, or they put it on a bus, or they put it on a truck, and they take it to a branch office. And it's put through some more machines to cull it out, to figure out what zip code it's supposed to go to, and what delivery person is supposed to take it out. Mind you, it hasn't even gotten to your local post office yet. And by this time, it's now taken off of the bus or the train or the truck or whatever, taken to the local branch, figuring out what delivery man is supposed to be able to take it out, and then they deliver it to your local post office where that delivery man works. And then the delivery man takes the stack, he puts it in his boxes, and he sticks it in his little delivery car or in his cart. We have a guy that comes by in a car, one of those little tiny post office cars. And he goes through and he takes your card out and finally delivers it to you or to wherever you want it to go. Here's what I want you to know. This card went over 3,000 miles to get to me. And I've had it for over 3 years. And the stamp is still on. It not only stuck to the card, to the destination, but it stuck to the card all this time. You and I, we need to be like the postage stamp. We need to stick to it until we reach our destination. And our destination is where? Heaven. It's in heaven. Revelation chapter 14 and verse 12 tells us how we can do that. God's people must learn to endure. Circle that phrase, learn to endure. That's why I'm asking you to come back next Sunday, so you can learn about endurance. It's something you can learn. How do you learn about it? This is what he says. Obey his commands and have faith in Jesus. You can't have endurance without the power of faith. I want to encourage you this morning to put your faith in Jesus Christ, to accept him as your personal Savior, to receive the power of God within you through faith in Jesus.